What's up, everybody? Today we are going to talk about Dover Comic Con in my experience.
Let's get into
Guys, your boy's a little upset today. I got all of my stuff in.
But
My tent didn't come for this convention. I'm really upset about that. I'm praying that the weather holds up and stays nice.
but
All my stuff is open to the elements. I'm so annoyed right now. Not even gonna lie. Fortunately, the scenery is beautiful, so hopefully Dover is this way when I get there too. Mind you, this is my first outdoor show ever. I don't know how to set up a table right. I don't know how to keep stuff in place because I'm not used to wind blowing. As I'm trying to put stuff together, I started selling my original artworks in frames, and I'm wondering how I'm even going to display this. Luckily, my neighbors were really amazing. They helped me get things set up. They got me some twine and binding stuff to put my stuff up. Now, granted, it didn't work. It didn't work because the wind was being an a-hole, but I managed to survive. So you know how it goes at the beginning of conventions. A lot of people, they're just walking around. They're not trying to buy anything. They're just sitting there just browsing, which is fine. But then my next door neighbor kept getting a whole bunch of sales. Come to find out, she's been doing it for quite a while. You know, this is my second year doing stuff by myself. So it's to be expected that people aren't flocking to my table yet. But you know, your boy's sitting over there and he like, someone buy something. I got $2 items, buy something. Fun fact, I'm a nice person, but I will be even more so once I get a sale. Unless you're a customer about to buy something, don't talk to me until I have at least one sale. Sounds kind of messed up, but once I get one sale, I'm in the zone. I'm there with you. And it doesn't help when you look at your neighbor and they've already had like 10 or 11 sales and you're sitting there and you're like,
I can't even get someone to stop at my table for like 10 seconds to even listen to me.
but the sales did start rolling in later on in the afternoon. And you know, people were buying, they were buying 3 prints at a time. They were buying up all my buttons. So your boy was happy. Your boy was happy. Notice a trend. See, it used to be you got prints. Now it's got to have some utility to it, or like some complete uniqueness to it. My neighbor, she had clothes. I think someone had pillows, water bottles, etc., etc. That stuff sells pretty dang well. So I'm gonna work on getting you some free merchandise that has like utility to it. Between the wind and the sun, both tag teaming me, and that does not sound right, but we're gonna go with it. I did pretty well. I talked to a lot of people. Some of my friends were actually there that I didn't expect to be there, so that was pretty cool. And then, you know, of course, I got to get my cosplay pictures because, you know, cosplay. So, obviously. Leaving now, and, you know, it was okay. It was alright. I started off kind of shaky. The wind, let me tell you, the wind was a son of a bitch. It kept blowing everything around. But you know what's funny? I thought I was going to be cursed because I didn't have my tent. I actually fared a little better than people. The tent was a hindrance to a lot of people. It was insane how much trouble people were having with their tent staying down. I actually fared kind of better without the tent. So overall, a pretty good day. I would say it was kind of low risk for me. About 2 hours and 10 minutes out because I'm not taking the highway into Delaware anymore. Y'all have too many tolls. Screw that But I definitely enjoyed it. The people were friendly and helpful. And the staff, I didn't really talk to them that much. They kind of got me to my place and kind of let me do my thing. So, not that they're bad, but I mean, I didn't really have that much of an interaction with them. I would do it again because I think the outside experience. See, now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get different experiences to kind of pull me out of my shell. You know what I mean? Last year was, just touring in general, a full year of touring. The year prior to that, I only had 6 shows, but one of those shows was in Atlanta, Georgia. So I got to experience driving 11 hours to and from Atlanta, Georgia, which is never going to happen again. So this year, I got my outdoor experience. Next year, I'm going to try to fly somewhere, but we'll see how that goes. Other than the wind and the sun beating on me, it was alright. It was alright.